Hi, I'm Jim.
I'm Rinda.
We're Heartiness Approach.
Today is Senior Study and Community Center. Follow us along on some of our chores and maybe, just maybe, we can teach you something. I doubt it.
You can teach us something.
You teach us something.
This is the pile where we had the compost. This is where we dumped it, and it was a pretty good sized pile.
This is where the compost is now. One of the important points of being able to conserve your energy as a senior on a homestead is to pick your times. We got up this morning at 6 o'clock and did this before the sun was beating down on us. And it's not spread yet because we were tired. So it will be spread tonight when it's cooler and we're gone through our day and done other things. So that is one of the big points of being able to have a homestead, and that is time management of how you're going to do your chores and being able to choose the times for the best ones. Right now, we're going into Little Barn and work in there because it's nice and cool in there and we have some things that we have to do.
We're here in Little Barn to demonstrate one of the principles that we believe helps be safer and more efficient on your homestead.
Many times when you have a working farm, if you remember from last week, I said animals trump garden and garden trumps your house. But many people that have working farms just have junk laying around because you don't have time. It accumulates.
Horizontal spaces accumulates things, period.
This is not a judgment on anybody because everybody's
we've been there.
And what we consider clean, somebody else might really not consider it clean and vice versa. So no judgments. For us, we like to have things cleaned out and in order. And that allows us to be safe, not trip over things, be able to find things when we need them. So it's for safety and for time management.
Yeah, you need enough room to come and go and do what you're doing without having to step over, step around things. Plus, if you're looking for something, how much time is spent, and this is the efficiency part, not necessarily the safety part, but how much time is spent looking for that, you know where it was, but you can't find it thing. So having a place for everything and everything in its place helps save time. And by having it not laying around in the way, you don't trip over it and cause other problems.
So today we're going to clean Little Barn. So we have an area that the baby chicks were in, and this is this actually goes around our brooder that we sold before we left here. So we're going to clean it all out. We've got bunches of stuff along the corner there. We got to figure this out. This is actually going to be the potting shed and the chicken area, and where you see the windows over here behind Jim, those are, that wall's coming down, and that will
not today
will become a half greenhouse that goes out there. So, and it's south facing, so it's perfect. So we're going to get to work. By the way, this round thing that you're seeing here is just a thin paneling that we've cut into, I think we cut them into thirds. No, we cut them in half. Cut them in half and put them together into a circle so that a brooder goes in the center of it, and then the babies can be out in that and be safe for a period of time, and then they're out because they don't want to be in there anymore. It's also important that we've found since we've been here is to accumulate everything and put like things together. This is chicken stuff. It's chicken nipples, so it needs to go in a place where other chicken things are.
let's pan around a little bit so you can get an idea of what we've got going on here
Why
now.
don't you bring them over here and show them this amazing shelf that you put up for me. This is where our gardening stuff goes for now. This he put up after we cleaned it out, found it in that corner over there. Cleaned it up. It's got all the chicken stuff and some cow stuff. This cute little cupboard. We've got...
Need some Windex.
I know, but I want to show them what I've got inside. So I've got pots and stuff in there, and pot growing stuff up there. So, and here's our soil makers from Soil Blocks.
Formers.
Yeah. And then we've cleaned up all the pig feeders that are over there.
So when we get pigs, we're ready to feed them.
Yep, and we've got a lot more room in here, and we do not have windows in either one of those windows. And so we're going to put screen up in at least one of them. I think we have enough screen to do that. And that way that'll let some heat, air in for the summer. And like I say, eventually that wall is coming out.
And becoming a greenhouse, which will be vented. So, right now, this has plenty of room. We're going to have more in it. But the point is to have our walkways so that we can come through without stepping over and around things. We can carry stuff, pull stuff, whatever we have to do, and it's safe to do. We have places that things can go. That's part of why the cabinets are up. There needs to be a place for everything, and everything goes in its place. So we're going to make certain what comes in here has a place to be.
And if it needs a place, we'll get a place for it.
Right, absolutely.
Put up more shelves, do more things. But this will ultimately be the potting shed and the chicken
Chicken coop, brooder goes in
so
here.
just so that you're aware, the chickens are right there in that. And we're going to take this screen down and put up new fresh screen, and not today. But we would like to show you our garden that we've put in so far, and a fun little table that we've put out by the garden.
This little barn is a multi-purpose barn, as you can see. It's really doing a variety of things for us. Because of its location, it's perfect for all that we're combining in here. And size-wise, for the time being at least, it provides all the size that we need to accomplish it all. So we just need to organize it and keep it organized so that it can serve us well, keep us safe, keep us close, keep us efficient.
It does not have electricity in it. We actually plan to put it into it, but if not, we're going to do solar.
One way or the other, we're going to get electricity in here because
it's also a good place to do our growing, with our grow lights and stuff.
Now, it's covered right now, but there is a hole that's, I don't know, it's 5 to 6 inches in diameter. And it goes through the concrete down below. And it's actually on the chicken yard side. But what we're eventually going to do, if we can, is to put a hydrant in here and pipe it in under the side. It only has to go like a foot, if that, under the foundation here. Hopefully that can work. We're going to give that a try. I dig the hole down there, put the pipe in, and connect the hydrant to that pipe, and that way we can have water in here.
Put a bucket underneath it.
Yeah, so you know, unless it's like cold, like that -9 or 10 or whatever it was here this last year, then there will be running water in here. Instead of having to haul it a long way, we'll have water for the chickens. We'll have also water for doing the starts and whatever we may be having in our little greenhouse.
Yeah. We haven't cleaned these off completely, but we have our boxes here and here that we built before we left, and I will just show you. There is the chicken, and there is the pig that Tom made for us, Tom and Marianne. So they're our keepsake from them, and they'll stay there forever on that. So anyway, we're really excited about what we've done today. It feels very good, but come with us to the garden. We have all kinds of herbs mixed in everywhere. And Brussels sprouts, and oh, I still have some perennial flowers that are sitting here I need to plant. So this is, at the far end, we've got cauliflower and cabbage, and then Brussels sprouts, and then peppers in between them, and flowers in between, and herbs in between. We're trying to mix things up for the bugs. We've got zucchini and...
Not for the bugs, but against the bugs.
Against the bugs. This entire row, there's 19 tomato plants, and Jim has started working on the, as you can see here, he started working on the dripper. Our good friend Tim last year put his dripper on the outside, and we're like, oh, you're supposed to do it on the inside. And this year we're doing it on the outside. Thank you, Tim. Because we're not gonna, we have, when it breaks down, we can find out where the problem is. And he's having little drippers go to each hole, so that will be great.
It'll be a lot of drippers.
A lot of drippers. So, yeah, so then we can, and there's peppers at the end of the tomatoes. We only have 2 things so far growing up. The arch, we have 2 cucumbers, and the rest of it I'm going to have to plant from seed. So I've got to get that in the ground by tomorrow is my goal. And I think they need water. Lots of things need water. So I've got kohlrabi and mint and spearmint, and then just tons of herbs and kale and Swiss chard and cabbage. And if it doesn't grow because it's too hot here, then it doesn't grow. This is our washing station, so it's really wonderful. We can just do this. If I can do it right. Turn that one off. And then we open this up. And we have water that comes right out here. So we can wash our vegetables, wash our hands. This is our drinking station. These are our cups. Yes, we can get water from there, but that way we're keeping ourselves hydrated, which is really good. They have lids on them, so no flies get in them. And we have our tomato clips underneath here. And then around here, Jim has his water system dripper thing, right?
Yes.
He'll do a more detailed. And then I have 2 sunflowers. And then come here. This is the thing I'm most excited about from Katie. She gave me flowers. These are Lazy Susans, and these are Shasta daisies, and I'm so excited to have them growing up the well house. It's like I have never had flowers and always wanted to. So I'm super, super excited. So that is our little tour for now, and we're going to go ahead and close this out. This is our Senior Steading Community Center Day. We hope you've learned something. Please share your wonderful ideas with us so that we can all continue to learn as a community together. See you later. Bye, Jim.
Bye.
The camera.